So we're going to take a look at the Ozone Edge V11. So this is pitched as their performance free ride or their big air kite. So it's the version 11. So remembering Ozone do things on versions, not years. They bring out kites around about every 2 years on a cycle when they feel like they've made significant change. And the 11th version of this kite is their most refined model. They started developing this thing back in the early days of Ozone, and every model is better and better and better. So it's always been their big air performance design, and what this is pitched at is ultimate performance. It's speed, it's driving forward, it's sending high. So it's a high aspect ratio, it's a skinny design with a slim profile. It's a relatively open arc to create a lot of power with slim tips. So all of the energy is at the front here with a relatively swept leading edge, making it a delta design. They've kept 5 struts, so they're holding tension and camber all the way to those wingtips, so it's got a lot of power as you drive it. Now, if there's one thing to criticise the Edge for in the past, it was that whilst it would drive forwards and it would rush ahead of you and it might send you very, very high, it would lack stability. With all of that performance came a big sacrifice that it might flutter, it might feel unstable, its hang time wasn't always the best, and when you looped it, it would flutter through its loop, it would spin around the centre, and so you never quite had as much confidence as you'd like in the Edge when going up. And they really focused on that with the Edge V11. So they've tightened the whole canopy, they've moved the strut positioning and widened those wingtips, so that what we've got now is we've got a kite which holds a lot more pressure in its wingtips, which gives it a lot more reliability. And as you're moving it through the air, if you have over-sent it, or if you've swung underneath it, or if you've come out of a loop, it's going to catch you. By putting some input in the bar, a wider wingtip and more tension here means that it will catch that wind. The other side will start to create power through its own turn, and you can rely on it catching you. And it really does. After an oversend, after a kite loop, it's a kite which you can always be confident in knowing that it's going to catch you, as long as you've got that ability to put in a little bit of pressure, commit to pulling it back through. So it's a very, very good kite for sending, for jumping, really confidence inspiring. It's going to be suited to somebody more in an intermediate to advanced level to be able to get the best out of this kite and really feel what it's about. But at the same time, it's got a massive wind range, and especially in its bigger sizes, if you're an entry to intermediate rider, maybe not a total beginner, but if you can ride upwind, you're going to be able to jump on this kite and you're still going to be able to enjoy that benefit of it. So a very, very good kite. A team favourite here at Poseidon, because you can instantly feel like a better rider because you're more confident in throwing it around the sky. And that's the Ozone Edge V11.